Are you prepared to deal with and survive a flood or other natural disaster? Will you and your family ride out the disaster safely and be able to handle that disaster no matter what? Are you sure? A big part of being self-sufficient and self-reliant is being able to take care of yourself and your family and your homestead when disaster strikes, when it happens. And they will happen. Each year, millions of people are impacted by natural disasters, like a flood, to name one that is happening to us right now. Many people will lose their lives, and it costs billions of dollars every year. Hey, we can't stop a natural disaster like a flood from happening, but we can be prepared for it when it does happen. Being prepared is the first step to being safe and to deal with and survive the disaster with as little hardship as possible. A good place to start is to be prepared to be on your own for 3 or 4 days. You need a dry shelter, not too warm, not too cold. You need some drinking water, that's critical. And you need some food. And something often overlooked is sanitation. Where will you go to the bathroom? And one more thing, a basic first aid kit. Hopefully you won't need it, but be prepared just in case. Your shelter, hopefully, is your home, but it might be a car or an RV or even a tent. It's important, whatever it is, it's a place you will be safe from the flood or whatever disaster it might be. You should have approximately 1 gallon of water for each person for each day. And don't forget about your pets. They will need some water too, like Bonnie or whatever you have. Non-perishable, easy to prepare food is great. It's best to have familiar foods that you already like. If you're comfortable cooking on a wood stove or a campfire, that's great. And it's probably a good idea to have some high-calorie foods if you'll be out and about and working hard during and after the storm. Hopefully not needed, but you'll likely need that first aid kit. When you are out clearing brush and walking around in debris, accidents do happen. I walked into a tree branch the other day while looking at the ground. If you have children, have some things for them to do to keep them busy. Some supplies for your pets, and it's great to have things like soap, shampoo, extra toilet paper, a hand crank radio, and some cash stored for a rainy day. Even something like an extra set of car keys. We might call it a bug out bag, but it's really a be prepared bag for even when you stay home. Hopefully you can stay home and ride out the natural disaster. It's a good idea to have your bug out plan in case you do need to leave to evacuate. What will you take? Where will you go? Have your plan prepared ahead of time. And think about what natural disasters are most likely to happen in your area. If you live in Florida, you need to be prepared for hurricanes. If you live in Kansas, hey, not so much. So do some research and prepare for floods, tornadoes, earthquakes, wildfires, hurricanes, whatever is likely to happen and you have to deal with. We all want to live happy, fun-loving, and carefree, but it is also important to be prepared for a natural disaster. Share this video with a friend that's thinking about living self-sufficient in the country on a homestead so they will be prepared for a flood or other natural disaster. It's up to you to be prepared and to be safe. It's all about you living your self-sufficient life dreams, living happy, living fun-loving, and of course, living carefree. Live life doing it yourself.